Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Hi everybody, I'm Nick Gerner and I'm a senior engineer at SEOMoz. It's actually SEOMoz, but so SEOMoz is a search engine optimization tools company, and we took a small amount of venture capital at the end of 2007 from Ignition Partners, but we've really been doing SEO for a long time. SEO is sort of the second of the two-pronged assault that is search engine marketing. The first, and probably more widely known, is pay-per-click advertising, right? So in pay-per-click advertising, you get these sponsored results. So you're paying Google, you're paying them, let's say, thousands of dollars, is typical per month, to get these sponsored listings. On the other hand, you've got organic listings, which are sort of the traditional search results that we all think about. So search engine optimization is all about getting better results for your company, for your client. So pay-per-click advertising is pretty mature at this point. It's sort of over the last 9 or 10 years. It's really turned into a very measurable, very ROI-focused industry, and in a lot of ways, it's really changed internet or marketing, especially for internet marketing, because you can actually measure, from if you're Cisco and you're going to sell some routers, you're going to pay $1 for that ad, and you can measure that all the way to $10 in revenue on the other end with a conversion. SEO is sort of considered a stronger tactic in general, but on the other hand, it's not as measurable. It's sort of still Wild West for SEO. There's a lot of common wisdom and sort of personal experience that drives what you do. So although many marketers feel like it's a stronger tactic, and this can be seen in there's been a number of recent studies from Marketing Pilgrim and eMarketeer about the power of SEO, but really the weakness is that it's not measurable. It doesn't have that same ROI, metrics-driven focus. So SEOMoz sells we call it a pro tool set, and it is this tool set that we sell to consultants and agencies to bring some of that measurability into SEO. So we've got a really fantastic team, and I think that's one of our big strengths is actually, so our CEO is Rand Fishkin, and I know some of you are familiar with him. In the SEO industry, he's extremely well known. He speaks at conferences. He most recently just keynoted at SMX Munich, and he spoke at SMX London. So he's at these conferences. He's out in the industry. He's started a blog a number of years ago, and sort of really for the last 5 or 10 years, which is the whole history of SEO, he's been a thought leader. He's really been providing that kind of vision to the whole industry. We also have Lindsay Perkin-Wassel is leading our consulting group. She actually, we still do a lot of consulting to stay fresh in the industry, to stay up to date on what's going on so that we can build quality tools that actually do work. Ben Hendrickson is really bringing an academic, rigorous approach. He's one of the other senior engineers at SEOMoz. He and I lead the Linkscape project that I'm going to get to in a minute. And Sarah Bird is our COO. She was recently named one of Seattle's top 100 women in tech, and she brings the right people to the table, and it's really nice to have her. She's actually on vacation this week, and I can't wait till she gets back, because it's always nice to have her around, making sure things are running smoothly. What we really sell is the tool set. So we have a lot of tools. It's a very rich tool set. That's one of the things people come to our site and pay our subscription fee to get access to, because it's everything in one place. We have some unique data, like the daily term frequency here. You can put in a brand name and see how you're measured, how you're mentioned across the web for SEO purposes, right? We've got a web crawl. We've got a lot of technology around managing many terabytes of data. We turn it over every month. We can contextualize a lot of these things, sort of tell you how you're stacked up in your industry. We can tell you in terms that you can understand how you are doing. But Linkscape's really what we're really pushing here. It is this index of the web, just like you would have your search startup, but rather than a search startup for search results competing with Google, we're actually leveraging the success of Google. So we can provide you metrics that will tell you how to rank better, what are the different dimensions at fine granularity. We've engaged with our community to identify what these factors are. We go out, we collect the data ourselves. It's our own data rather than relying on what other people are sharing. So this is really the real strength of SEOMoz. SEOMoz is this Linkscape platform. It's a data platform. We sell it to partners. We can power our own tools with it. We can provide a lot of these actionable metrics so that you can make good decisions about doing SEO in the same way that you can do with PPC. So if there's questions, I'd love to take them.
I'm a customer. It's cool stuff. I think you should have Rand's mom, Gillian, on your photos there. She's a character. She'll talk your ear off. Listen, you mentioned in your severe barrier to entry. Can you expand on that?
Yeah, so I think that there's two really good things. One thing is I work on Linkscape projects, so I'd like to think that that's a really incredible technological achievement, is at the kind of cost that is reasonable for a startup. We can build this index of the web and do it for SEO-focused pieces. But I think Rand and the SEOMoz brand is extremely well known in the SEO sphere. I don't think that you could do what we're doing if we didn't have that brand reach and that brand respect. I think in the SEO field, if you're doing SEO seriously, you know about SEOMoz. You come to SEOMoz, you share your experiences there, and we share ours. And so we've got that brand recognition. We also got the expertise built over the last 5 or 10 years. So we really can not just do another search startup type of technology. We can actually do very focused SEO metrics and data.
So this is a market where it's tended to go from consulting to productization. It sounds like you guys are making more efforts towards the productization. As you start to think about these productized pieces like Linkscape, what's your differentiation vis-a-vis HubSpot in particular and others more generally?
Yeah, so that's definitely true. There are a lot of people like that. I think HubSpot is actually a good friend of ours. We work with them. Like I said, we've got this data platform, right? So in fact, what we would like in the ideal world, we'd like to have a very rich tool set and have our data and metrics be ubiquitous. So if you want to be HubSpot and you want to provide link data and you want to provide SEO metrics, you're going to be powered by Linkscape. And we're actually already partnering with a lot of companies in exactly that capacity to power tool sets that are focused a slightly different customer set. For instance, I think HubSpot is not targeted at the SEO agencies and things like that.
So let me ask it a little bit different way. So you're not trying to sell directly to end users. You're always trying to sell to consultants and agencies. And if that's the answer, kind of what's the business model to them?
Right. So it's a subscription model. So if you are an agency, you can buy a subscription to our service and our tool set, get access to our data. So there's sort of a low-end subscription if you're a small agency or freelance. We also have higher-level subscriptions with more features and more access.
So you're not selling to the end user then?
Today we're not selling to the sort of end webmaster that doesn't know, but that's certainly something that we're trying to build a richer tool set around exactly that as well.
So what's the current attitude of the search engine industry towards the SEO industry? Are they indifferent, or do they feel that you're affecting the quality of their proprietary results?
Yeah, that's another good question. So the search engines, I think that they would like to provide more relevant results, and publishers would like to provide data in a way that the search engines can understand, in a way that users will understand, right? So in fact, a lot of our recommendations end up being positive for everybody, right? They get you better results in Google, and they'll help your users. Because if you're going to provide a crappy result for a user, they're not going to purchase your product, right? So, all right. Thank you.